show we're trying to get started called Talking Outlaw. I would like to welcome Bulldog 46X. It's Jason, also known as Jason Mitchell, and Brewster's in here as well. If y'all want to introduce y'all stuff a little bit, let them know about y'all. They'll get the whole 9 yards.
Jason, you want to go ahead or you want me to do it first? I don't care. Yeah, my name is Matthew Selby, otherwise known as Bulldog 46X _ over here on PlayStation. Ain't really much else to say besides that. You know, we've been running these qualifiers and everything else. Been with Outlaw since the very beginning. Yeah, 17 years old.
Jason?
Oh, sorry, viewers of the podcast. I'm very sorry, Jason. We're gonna need you to take your always allow your voice to be shared and turn that into on.
No, we gotta reset it, brother. Hey, we're beginners. We'll get it down. That's all right. We ain't got nothing but time.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, I guess I'll touch on it a little bit more. I'm a third generation racer from Kentucky, bluegrass, whatever. Fell in love with racing from my father, you know, and really big role and influencer on my life, and that's about all I got to say.
All right.
Go for it, Jason.
Alrighty, I went in there and I put it on allow for this party. So is that what I need?
Yeah, you will be heard. You will be heard.
Okay, all right. So what's up? This is Jason Mitchell from the state of Georgia, down in the deep south, the Peach State. Give you a little background about me. I'm 40 years old and grew up off and on throughout my life. I started when I was about 12 years old, racing go-karts. And I just got that fever in me and it just kind of stuck. You know, you can't get racing out of your blood once it gets in there. You know, y'all agree with that? I mean,
definitely.
For me, once I sat my tail in a go-kart, even at the young age of 11, you know, I was kind of scared at first. You know, didn't know what to expect. But having a few races in, and I'm like, you know, this is pretty awesome. You know, and it just kind of stuck with me. And now that I'm 40, I can't really afford to get out there and do it for real. You know, this is about as real as it gets for me at this age. And for somebody like Bulldog or Issue Bro Chase or some of them other youngsters, you know, they still got a you know, good chance to do something with it. So, you know, I encourage them guys, you know, if they can do something with it now, do it now, because when you get 25, 30 or more, you know, it gets a little tougher.
So you trying to say I'm getting too old, Jason? I mean, I'll be 25 this year, man. You just said 25 or 30, so I'm pushing the bubble line on.
But what I'm saying, though, is what these, you know, teams are looking for the real life, for, you know, to sit your butt in a real life car is, you know, they're looking for a 15 or 16-year-old that's got that edge to them. You know, they can grow into that mold that they want them to be, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
100%. But that's pretty much about me. We'll move on to who else is in here, Brewster.
Brewster, you want to introduce yourself, brother? Is your voice on always allowed?
Go check it real quick.
hit the PS button. Yeah, walk him through it so I don't be blue screen. But alright, brother. So we'll start out talking about the points, I guess. We can get from there. Start out simple. We are heading into Homestead. We have 2 races left with for Outlaw. We got Homestead in Vegas. Currently, me, myself, Bulldog, and Beast of Asgard are locked into the final round. Then we have Jason, obviously, then Too Fast. He's not here with us at the moment, but they're battling for the 4th spot. So, and they're like, how many points separated you? Like 5 or 6?
Too Fast is 4th. I think Cheesa is 5th, and I'm 6th, and I'm like 15 points. I'm trying to pull it up right now.
Here, I'll pull it up for you. I had it pulled up earlier.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Cheesa is 6 points back from Too Fast, which is sitting in 4th, and then Jason is another 15 points back from Too Fast, which is very possible to make up in a race. You can make about max points for race would be 32, but it is difficult and would need a little luck behind it, but it's very possible.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be hard to do 15 points, and you only get 32. It's going to be kind of hard to cover because Too Fast, he's going to be up front.
Yeah,
and unless he just don't show or something like that to the race, I think it's going to be him and Cheesy, and I'm not disappointed in that, but to be in the first year at Outlaw and be trying to get in that Final Four, I think I'm pretty I wouldn't say satisfied. I'm kind of happy with that, just to be
quiet,
battling with these guys. I mean, because this is a tough group, man. From 1 through, how many we got? 15 or 16?
Yeah,
about 14 core guys on a regular week,
Yeah, I mean, any even given week you can finish 14th, and be right there with the pack. So it's not like it's easy at all.
Yeah, there for sure there isn't any slouches in Outlaw at all. Everybody out there is elite premier drivers, I guess you could say, in NASCAR heat. They could go out there and compete in every other single league and compete for wins.
Yeah, and the sad thing is, Bulldog, is we just keep making smoke faster. I mean, he's already fast enough. We just keep he's making us faster, and we keep making him faster, and it keeps getting harder to catch his tail. But, but that makes it fun, man. I'm telling you, you got guys like Eagle 48. I mean, I really got to give it to that guy. He's really stepped his game up over the last few races and done really good. You can see it in the Venom races, too. He's done well in the Venom races. Like the one Texas. I mean, he had a fast ride at Texas in the Venom race. And I just think with him racing with us and him racing with Venom and just...
You can definitely see for him... Sorry I interrupt you there. But you can definitely see, since he has been racing with us and where he was running at Venom before, he was a mid-pack car there. I mean, he'll tell you himself. He started racing with us, and it's like Smoke told me once upon a time, to get faster, you have to start chasing the fast guys.
Yeah.
And he went from a mid-pack car at Venom to competing for wins. Last he had one of the most dominant cars when they ran Texas over there, and then just finished 5th at Darlington.
Yeah.
Out of 20 cars, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. Yeah, but you got other guys in there. Hangman was running with us, and then we kind of changed our day, and that kind of messed him up. But he was running with us, and he's another good one. Brewster can hang in there with the best of them, And let's see, Kurt's coming along. He loves y'all, Kurt. He's coming along pretty good. Trans Am's fast.
Yeah,
you go up and down the list, and these guys are just, it don't matter what track you go to, they're fast.
Yep. I'll tell you right now, another one that you really got to look for that's coming back to Outlaw after a leave of absence is Rowan Duck.
Rowan Duck.
He was real fast and needs some more time to develop, but I can see him making some serious ground on some guys and doing some damage in the near future.
Yeah, you speak of these guys as I got to go back to the Xfinity guys a little bit. B-Stang, Luke Dude, some of them dudes, they're doing pretty good,
Yeah, they are.
Another few races in Xfinity, they may be. I think they come from dirt, if I'm not mistaken. So another few another few races and on asphalt, they might be competing for a cup job. So,
Yeah.
But
Those are all
what you
good
got to say,
points.
Smoke?
Well, more of my dogs won't quit talking. They're kind of doing the talking for me. Be quiet, Magnum. But anyways,
That's right.
I want to know y'all's input on how y'all's qualifiers have gone so far. What do y'all think about the whole process? Are y'all satisfied with how y'all ran? What would you like to see different? Stay the same? The whole gist.
Well, my whole thing is I wish they'd have left the short tracks out of it, especially for these 4 races, and they could have done the short tracks and the showcase races or whatever. But when you throw a short track in this kind of format here, it kind of brings out the wall bangers and the wreckers, and it just makes it easy for them. And then you got to have this whole 5 thing to start a lobby, and that's kind of aggravating sometimes, because you don't know who you're getting in your lobby. But and everybody deserves a chance. But when you just get in there and you just want to get in the way, it kind of makes it aggravating for us guys that's really trying to compete for a top 10 spot. I know they say that the times don't really matter, but for me to see my name on the top 10, that matters to me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it matters to most people.
Yeah, and Smoke Haskell's plays. I don't think any true competitor is going to be pleased if you're not P1.
That's right. Yeah.
But I'm pretty happy with how mine's gone so far. I think Outlaw as a whole, we're all kind of happy with where everybody's gotten so far. There's a couple guys that we need to bring up in these last few hours tonight and get them in that top 24, top 25, whatever.
Yeah.
But we're there. And
that's
I
right.
think I think out of anybody as an esports team, not just as a league, but as a brotherhood and as a community, we've done tremendous things. From being a year ago, we didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of these teams and a lot of these guys, it's going forward and stuff. They've been around for 2, 3, maybe even 4 years. I know Impact, when it originally started and then changed into Midnight or whatever that was, it'd been going since like 2008.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, from what we have done in the short time span that we've been together has been absolutely phenomenal and absolutely amazing.
That's right, and that's the thing about Outlaw that people don't realize. We're a tight knit group. Even if when we get too fast and trans and them in here with us, we all work together pretty much. And these qualifiers, we try to get every one of our Outlaw guys to get the best time that they can get. And we all just work together like that. And like I said, that's what people don't realize about Outlaws. We're just so tight knit that it's like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
We just all kind of work together.
Yeah, it's like when Cheesa, who's somewhat strode at Bristol, man, we was putting down everything. We stopped making our runs. We went to help him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It not became about us moving up inside that top 10 even further. It became about getting him there.
Yeah.
And if I can help a couple guys, get further up, that's more accomplished, and I think that's more of an accomplishment than getting in the top 10 yourself. Because if you can help 5 or 6 guys move up, that puts you top 10 right there. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, let's go back to Charlotte, the week 1 qualifier, and we had a few guys that were struggling on the long run. Either you'd get loose and hit the apron, or something would mess your run up. And they just get frustrated with it, and we just kept pushing. Just like keep digging, keep your mind on what's big. It's gonna be frustrating. Take your little break, come back in 10 minutes, and let's try it again. Or go make a little adjustment or whatever, and let's try it again. Run this line right here. Try this line. Try this setup. Try this air pressure. Try this gear. Blah. On and on and on. Just trying to get a good steady car that somebody can drive fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will sit on here for hours and hours and hours to end. Hey, try this, try that. Just like you said, just trying to find something. Because if you make a setup like at Bristol that was running, your setup, Jason, that was running 15 fives, and I can take it and make 5 or 6 different adjustments on it, or I'll make one, that's running 15 fives, and you can go take a couple adjustments on it and run 15 fours. I mean,
Yeah. Well, that's like I was telling Brewster just a minute ago. He jumped in there. He said he ain't run because he's been off for a few days. But I told him, I said, try this right here, and the main thing is, try to hit the fives. But the main where you lose your time at or gain your time is, the last 10 or 12 laps. Anybody can build a setup for Bristol Day, hit a 5 or 4 in Xfinity. But the thing is, what can you hit on lap 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21? That's where you need to pay attention to your lap times.
Yeah. And every half a tenth matters once you get to that. Well, I start looking at, I honestly, like when I'm running Bristol, I start looking at about lap 7, lap 8. That's when I start really paying attention to my times. Cause, so say you're half a tenth off 4 times, that's 2 tenths off. You're off at the end of the run. So you gotta.
There's some races I've done and I've hit. Like last night, I hit 3 4s in a row. I was like, goodness, that's the first time I've ever done that. But then about lap 15 or 16, I'm hitting 1s and 2s. I'm like, well, that ain't good because the car's falling off too fast.
Yeah. So, what do y'all think about the draft? Do y'all like it?
The no draft?
As far as like the draft in the lobbies.
Yeah, Bristol don't really give you that effect, but as far as Charlotte, I really like the way they done the Charlotte with no draft. Daytona, we definitely need draft. ISM's not going to make no difference, I don't think. But Daytona is definitely going to make a difference because, we got some pretty fast super speedway guys in here. And I'm really, really excited about the Daytona qualifier. I really am ready to get to that.
That one in the bag.
Yeah, I'm ready to get through ISM and go have a lot of fun at Daytona.
Yeah, I want to get a good time up and then, go in the public lobbies and just race guys. And maybe we can get 5 or 6 guys to hook up and just, do a lot of passing and win a lot of races.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's some of the funnest stuff doing the game. I know a lot of those guys get a lot of criticism from those boys, that go in there and just run public lobby and purple lobby, just plate track. Man, it's fun. It is. We are started there at some point during our NASCAR heat career, but
that's all I used to run. That's all I used to run. Super speedways. We used to kill them every day, and every night we was Daytona and Talladega every day, and then I started slowly getting into all tracks, and then once I did all tracks, I hardly ever race super speedways anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like when I first got it, I bought my first heat game was Heat 2, and all I bought it for was Eldor trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then got to start racing some of the plate lobbies and stuff. And I think I got started. Somebody put me in Atlanta, and I started racing Atlanta or whatever. And it just kind of builds from there. And you just but it's everybody starts there somewhere. It's going to be a lot of fun to go out there and race those and kind of get away from just the grind of every day, I gotta go make a new run, gotta set a new lap, gotta go win all these races, gotta do everything, It does get tiring, but it's part of the grind. We wouldn't be doing it if we didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
What's y'all's expectations for the showcase races? I know that second race is tough, and I'm glad I ain't gotta run it, but Las Vegas
I heard it's Mid-Ohio, is that right?
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to run that crap.
Man, Dagger and 48 was telling me that last night, and I was like, good thing I got a week between Vegas and there to prepare for it. And I think Dagger said, well, you really got about a month. And I do, but, we got a bunch of other stuff going on. You still got this qualifiers, got 2 more weeks of league racing going on. So, it's kind of busy right now.
Yeah,
it's hard to work on everything at one time.
Yeah. That's why I'm
70 hours in the daytime.
That's why I'm went ahead and started on the ISM truck. I'm about to go ahead and start on the Vegas truck. I know y'all are having to run this stuff, so I'm trying as much as I can to help y'all get a head start.
Yeah, and I tell you, we really appreciate that, Smoke, man. You've been a big leader for this group, man, as far as helping people out, and I tell you that. It's helped me out a lot. I've really made some gains over, I guess, how long I've been with Outlaw, 2 or 3 months now? Or maybe a little longer.
It's been longer than that.
But, it's really helped me out. It was right before Thanksgiving, I think.
I don't know. It's been a team effort, though, man. Like, y'all said,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
gotten
all the
better
way
just
through.
from racing with y'all. Charlotte, man, I was jumped the first week, or not the first week, but the first 3 or 4 days, and y'all got me in the right direction, and I was able to take it from there. But
Yeah.
so we all, you know, like you can take a setup. We all probably do got a lot of tracks, all the same setups, but you can look at different areas and you can take 6 areas of that setup, and each one of those areas is somebody else's. You know
Yep.
what I mean? All combined into one. And
I think that's how we done Charlotte, wasn't it? We had
yeah,
about probably 7 setups in one.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
I think,
we had a message group on there that had about 100 setups in it, I believe.
Yeah,
uh, I think mine had like Smokes, Clicks, Your Gear, Jason, My Springs, Beast's weight settings,
yeah.
Yeah,
all
was,
kind. I mean, it was a mixed mash. It was a Frankenstein, but it got the job done. That's for sure.
yeah.
yeah.
And the funny thing is, man, them cars they really race good in the draft too. I mean, it's really surprising how
Yeah, those
good
are
they
some good
race in the
cars. We
draft.
shouldn't have had to touch them cars for a long time.
Hmm.
Maybe change gear a little bit, but other than
And
I
that,
going
did.
back to
Yeah, I changed the
going,
gear last night a little bit on that thing, and it made it a little freer in the turns, but
yeah,
it's not all done.
going back to somewhat of the draft. I really like the draft. The
I
real
do
low draft
too.
is if you're that second, third place car, man, or even the third place car, it kind of fits my driving style a lot better. So you can really push that thing. You can drive the wheels off that car
Right. Yeah.
and not
What
have
I
to worry
like
about either
about
hitting
it,
the guy in front of you or worrying or messing up the guy behind you because you're driving it.
what I
Yeah.
like
It's
about it
you.
is track position matters, right? So with that draft style, I mean, you can be 2 tenths faster than the guy ahead of you, and you still gotta set them up. So what I like about it is this track position. So say they run like that in a pro league. So if you're a good qualifier, I feel like you're gonna have a lot of success just because of the track position. So
Hmm.
that's why I personally like it, because I feel like I can qualify pole anywhere we go. So that's why I like it, because I feel like I always have good track position just because of my qualifying. You know?
Right. Yeah. And most of the times you do qualify on the pole,
Yeah.
but going back to this Bristol, we found out a few weeks ago in our Bristol league race that it was tough to pass if you had
Yeah.
people that was pretty equal. And it's the same way on here. If you get in a lobby that's people's pretty equal, it's hard to come from fifth and win the thing. It's you got to wait on somebody to really make a mistake and pounce on it and go. But
I like it
yeah,
like that, honestly.
I do too. It makes it fun. It makes you drive a little harder.
It's fun when best car wins, or not even necessarily win, but like the draft in the Mountain House, regular draft is just way too much. I mean, cars
Yeah.
3, 4 tens are able to keep up, and that's just not right. It shouldn't be like
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Yeah, especially when you go to like Michigan and Auto Club and places like that, drafts on full power. I mean, you can really just get a run on somebody and blow by them with a draft. And the next lap, they're coming back blowing by you. So.
Yeah,
Which it makes some fine racing, but I mean,
it does, but at
and
the same time,
it
it's
looks good on the
frustrating.
podcast, but sometimes it's just a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it needs to be turned down from where it's at, but a little higher from where it's at in these qualifiers. Just
Yeah, I
just
think
a smidge, maybe like halfway between both.
I wish we could adjust it on online racing.
Yeah.
Like we go into a league race. Okay, guys, we're gonna turn the draft down a little bit. Let's cut it in half this
Yeah.
week.
Like Charlotte felt like how it looks in real life, Like
Yep.
some people have trimmed out cars, some people have cars that are set up for 10, 15 laps into a run, and you can really see the difference between the cars.
Yep.
That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, that was really intense first week.
Yeah.
Trying to
Oh,
beat
yeah.
some of the other guys that was on that leaderboard.
We was
put us in the
behind.
time.
We started off way behind.
We started off
Combined.
like 2, 3 seconds off. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, we put in some work in that track. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Well, but in the end, our hard work paid off.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it did.
We had
So
what seven of the top 10, I think.
yeah, and
Yep.
Bristol should be the same way if it wasn't for wall bangers. And I think All they gotta do, an easy fix to this would have been to turn damage on. That's all they would have had to do. Yeah, you're gonna still get people to wreck you probably every now and then, but it would cut out the wall banging. People go in there wide open for half a lap and their car would be totaled.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
So, but that's that, I guess. Y'all got anything else?
You know, man, it's just going forward. You know, I'm really excited about going to the showcase races and everything else going forward. Like you said about Mid Ohio, I mean, it's gonna Mid Ohio, Las Vegas, Mid Ohio, and Martinsville. Those three are very different racetracks, and the one I'm most excited about is going to Martinsville that first time. It's gonna be fun.
Who are y'all's do y'all have any dark horse picks y'all think's gonna be drafted to obvious picks, things of that nature?
It's really tough because it's hard to key in on what the teams are really looking for. Are they looking for, like last year, the social media guys? Or are they looking for, like one team picked the fastest guy, or is more teams going to look at that and say, well, if we pick a faster guy, we might have a better chance of winning a championship other than the guy that speaks good on social media.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of hoping, that's kind of my hopes, because I ain't that good at social media, but I feel like I'm okay fast on the racetrack, give me a little time and I can figure it out,
But I mean, what we honestly know
hopes.
is, their ideal thing is to do both.
Yeah.
Is to have a guy that's really good on social media and really good on the track as well, be wicked fast. And
well, I say all of our guys are best on the track.
I agree.
I think that's kind of a odd question to ask me and Jason Smoke. Since we're trying to get drafted.
Oh well, I don't think y'all are dark horses.
I think that's more of a question for you to answer. Who you think's gonna get drafted?
I really truly feel you, Jason, and Beast will. Just because y'all ran so many of these qualifiers, I feel like Dagger, if he keeps putting in the work he can. Cheese, I feel, can. That's just from our group. There's a couple others as well. I can't think of. Everybody's so close, but I don't know, man. I want to see all Outlaw guys out there, so it's hard for me to pick anybody else outside of Outlaw. And that's just, favoritism, loyalty. But really, I mean, in my opinion, y'all are the best of the best. So that's another reason, y'all are it is harder to win an Outlaw race than it was to win a Pro League race. So, off of running in the Pro League and running in an Outlaw, for me to say that, bro, that means I truly feel y'all are the best out there. I mean, there's other people, as obviously, Slade's fast, Bear's fast, Diesel's fast, Red's, he's came a long ways. There's other Fluffy's fast, Scout's fast. There's other guys out there, but as far as racing y'all on a weekly basis, I mean, I feel like y'all can contend with the best of the best.
I think we're going to be able to show what we can do, because these qualifiers don't show much, and everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. These qualifiers don't show much. All these do is set the field.
It's just an elimination process.
Yeah. It's just an elimination process, and I think we'll truly be able to get out there and show them what we can do when we get the showcase races and show them how dominant we can be.
I'm glad they cut it down to 24, because last year I thought 50 was way too much.
Yeah.
You can see that in the showcase races. I watched a few of the showcase races from last year, and I don't really want to say anything negative, but they really wasn't that good. Because some of the guys probably shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
But you say dark horse. I don't know. A few guys come to mind. There's like a guy like Max Boost is pretty good. He's won a lot of races, runs a lot of leagues, I think.
Workman, Blue Jimmy fan, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Blue Jimmy fan's been really fast in his qualifiers.
Then you got Too Fast, Trans Am.
Too Fast and Trans Am, yeah. I don't know if they're that serious about getting drafted, but they're
definitely drivers.
They're definitely good enough.
Yeah.
Got Corey. Corey's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's this guy, I don't know who it is. The first time I've seen him, but there's a guy named Flash 9. He's been pretty fast. Tell you what, Hunty Wild's been fast at Bristol. Just to throw out some names there, that I've actually raced with, and they've been pretty fast.
Yeah.
And there's probably several more. I just can't think of them right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I'm interested to see how it's all going to play out, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be an interesting and fun process, and just to get the opportunity is amazing for NASCAR to do this and NASCAR Heat to do this. It's awesome, to give us guys a chance and let us show the world what we can do.
They've been really supportive here
Yep.
too, though. Like the new guy on Justin, he's really cool. I talk to him on a daily basis. He's cool as crap. They seem to be a lot more. They're starting to come around. At the beginning, we were all kind of sketched out, wasn't hearing nothing, but now they're really starting to interact with everybody a lot more. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I think it's only going to go up from here.
Yeah, I think that the NASCAR Heat community is only growing, and that's going to help the real NASCAR community grow. You're going to get more eyes watching it because, like if you run in a league and you say, well, you follow their schedule and you kind of watch that Daytona race, and then you go run your Daytona league race, and you just kind of compare, go to Bristol or Martinsville or somewhere like that, and see what they're doing, and you kind of try to use that in your league racing.
Yep. I agree. So, before we get off here, who's everybody's Daytona 500 picks?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with my man, Austin Dillon. I think he's gonna get the second one.
What was the question? Who's gonna win the 500?
Yeah, before we get off here, who's y'all's 500 picks?
The last guy that don't wreck. I say that because I watched about 3 laps of the Clash just past Sunday, and I couldn't. It just was not interesting to me at all.
Yeah.
I hope when they get a little more. Which, I think they pulled in there and they unloaded on Friday, and I think they didn't start testing the Saturday, if I'm right. So, usually back in the day, they would test the whole month of January, pretty much. About 2 weeks. 2 weeks into January, they're out there testing, and then they load them up, and then they come back in February for the 500. But
and they already knew what they was getting into.
Yeah, a guy I would like to see win it. I'd like to see Chase win it. I'd like to see Chase win. I know Bulldog, you don't like Chase, but I think Austin Dillon, he's already got his, right?
Yeah, he's gonna get a second though.
I'm gonna have to go with my man Kyle Larson and Cole Custer. One of them boys.
Yeah, Kyle Larson. I like Kyle Larson. I can't think of somebody that hadn't won it. That probably needs it. Harvick won it.
I'm gonna say right now, boy, it's gonna be real strong. Was that number 47 JTG? Both those JTG cars are gonna be real strong.
No, Stenhouse will wreck out in the first 5 laps. He'll hit the apron and spin out.
No, he won't. No, he won't. He'll lead that thing.
Yeah, for 5 laps.
He'll lead that steam train all the way around there on the outside.
They like Bill that and pull over and get to the back.
I don't know. I don't think Stenhouse has ever done that.
I don't see him doing that. He's pretty good at the plate tracks. I got to give him that, but he gets a little bit too bulldogish.
That's right. That's right.
But I think hopefully after they get this week, was it the Mars during what I used to call the twins? It's called
the duels.
The duels now.
Yeah, it used to call the twin 125s. Yeah, the duels are tomorrow.
Well, that should be good.
It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out because there'll be a little more incentive to race.
Y'all think Suarez is gonna make the 500?
Don't think he's gonna make the 500. Why wouldn't he?
He's a go or go homer right now.
How many people they got qualifying?
There's like 2 or 3 people that may not make it. They had
got
44
more than 40?
qualify. Yeah, they had 44 this year.
So they're taking what, 40?
Yeah, taking 40.
Okay. Yeah, Suarez will make it. Yeah, he'll make it in.
Mm. All right. Any final thoughts for close this thing down?
Yeah, guys, if y'all want to come check out Outlaw out, we're on live every Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Next season, if y'all are looking for a lead to join and develop in, we're going to be starting up a truck series next season. We currently have the Xfinity series, which is pretty well locked down right now, based on some of the talent we have in there, but I'm sure some spots will be opening up in there really soon, with some guys moving up and whatnot. If y'all want to come join a brotherhood and race, and we'll be glad to help y'all anytime, and just come check us out sometime.
Yep. Come over and become an outlaw.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for everybody out there who tuned in. I know it's kind of short, didn't have too much to say. This is our first one. We'll come in a little bit more prepared next week. Be quiet, madam. I guess he was telling y'all bye as well. So, anyways, we're out of here. Thanks, and y'all have a good one.
I like
That's right.